We were told that poverty is complicated, that you need big money, big education, or big connections to escape it. But the truth is far simpler and far closer than you think. All you need is 2,000 rands, a mold, a spade, and the will to start. Let that sink in. This book is not for dreamers. It's for doers, for men and women tired of the talk, tired of waiting, tired of poverty parading as destiny. With 2,000 rands, you can buy 25 bags of cement, a brickmaking mold, a spade, or shovel from that. You'll make 1,500 bricks. Bricks can become 4,500 rands or more in sales. And unlike food or fashion, bricks don't rot. They wait. They store value. They gain worth over time. They are the poor man's investment vehicle. Bricks are slow money, but sure money. You won't get rich overnight. This is not a TikTok hustle. It's not a crypto scheme. This is the old way, the real way, the sure way. You make bricks, you sell bricks, you repeat, you eat, you teach your kids, you build a family empire. From dust, no begging, no borrowing, no branding tricks, just cement, sweat, and self-respect. This is not a dream, it's a manual. You don't need inspiration, you need instruction. That's what this book is. It will show you how to start with almost nothing. It will teach you the real math of production. It will help you build a business you can hold in your hands. The old world-made factories seem unreachable, big buildings, machines, loans, red tape. But now, your hands are the factory. One man, one mold, one patch of soil, that's enough. Escape poverty not by protest, but by productional. Others chant, let others fight over scraps. Let others wait for government promises. You will produce, you will stack bricks. While others complain, you will rise not by slogans, but by soil, sweat, and supply. Because bricks don't rot, poverty does. And once you begin stacking, you'll never be poor again. Lesson 1. The lie of poverty. We've been told poverty is a curse, that it's inherited, inescapable, and written into your skin. But that's a lie. The real curse is believing that lie, because once your mind accepts poverty is permanent, your body follows. It sits, waits, begs, and finally breaks. Poverty is not a bloodline. It's a belief system, and beliefs can be broken. That's what this chapter is for. You are not poor, you are paused. Most people who say, I'm poor, are actually just paused. Paused by fear, paused by confusion, paused by waiting for someone else to save them, paused by not knowing where to start. But bricks don't wait. Bricks don't care where you were born. Bricks don't ask for certificates. Bricks respond to hands. The waiting trap. Many are poor because they're trapped in waiting mode. Waiting for a job, waiting for a job, waiting for the government, waiting for a miracle, waiting for someone up there to notice them. But here's the truth. Nobody is coming. You are the miracle. You are the one you've been waiting for. And when you pick up that spade and start mixing cement, you've already broken the spell. The brick doesn't lie. You can lie to yourself. Your family can lie to you. The government can lie on stage. But the brick doesn't lie. You mix, you mold, you stack, you sell. It's slow, it's sweaty, but it's honest. And when someone hands you money in exchange for your brick, you feel it. The lie of poverty just cracked. A new truth. You don't need a loan. You don't need English. You don't need a politician's approval. You don't need to dress like success. You need a tool, a plan, and the fire to move. You don't need a degree to build. You need a decision. Once you understand this, poverty becomes a choice, a painful one, a familiar one, but still a choice. And that's good news, because it means you can choose differently. Final word. The real prison is not outside. It's in the mind, and the moment you pick up that spade, the bars fall apart. This book is not here to pity you. It's here to call you out of the trap, to show you that the ground beneath your feet can feed your children, fund your dreams, and free your future. Poverty is not your destiny. It's just a lie waiting to be buried under your first batch of bricks. Lesson 2. The brick plan that breaks chains. You don't need a business plan that takes 20 pages. You need a block-by-block plan that turns dust into money. This is not theory. It's real, it works, and it can change your life starting this week. Step A. P rands to escape poverty with just P rands. Here's what you buy. 25 bags of cement. R72 R80 per bag equals plus or minus R18751 manual brick mold. 80 rands to 100 rands, 1 strong. Spade, 50 rands to 100 rands. Now have everything you need to begin. No laptop, no grant, no tender, just the basics and belief. Step to 25 bags equals 1,500 bricks each. 50 kilograms bag of cement makes about 60 bricks when mixed with proper sand and water. So 25 bags times 60 equals 1,500 brick stats. Your first batch, even if you sell at just 4 rands per brick, a low price. 1,500 bricks times 4 rands equals 6,000 rands your profit, double your starting money, and now you have a system. Step 3. Reinvest and repeat 2. Don't spend the profit. You repeat. Buy 50 bags next time, produce 3,000 bricks. Sell faster, build consistency, save for bigger equipment later mixer. Trolley, worker, the poor man's power is not speed, it's repetition. Stack bricks, stack cash, stack stability. Step 4. Where to sell. You don't need a shop. You need common sense and connections. Start with local builders' shack upgrades in townships. Small plot developments, spaza shop. Owners expanding street wall, fencing churches or schools needing repairs word will spread. Your bricks will move, and your confidence will grow. Step 5. Think like a brick bossy van while small. Carry yourself like a builder. Package bricks neatly. Create a simple name for your bricks. Keep a notebook for orders. Offer delivery with wheelbarrow, borrowed trailer, or hired help. Put a small flyer or sticker in each sale. This builds reputation faster than any fancy ad. From day one, act like a business, not just a hustler. The formula, in simple words, 2,000 rands, 1 mold, 25 bags, 1,500 bricks, 6,000 rands reader. Repeat weekly equals freedom, no degrees, no computers, just hands and hustle. Final word. Fight poverty, outproduce it. This is how chains break. Not with marches, not with begging, not with tears, but with production, with daily stacking, with refusing to stay stuck. This is the brick plan that breaks chains. Now go and make your first brick. Asterisk Chapter 3. Bricks versus bananas. Why? Bricks are the best investment for the bottom. Everyone is chasing quick money, selling snacks, doing deliveries, pushing trends. That's okay. But most of those things rot, they spoil, they fade, they go out of fashion. Bananas rot, chips go stale, clothes wear out, even airtime disappears. But a brick, it waits. It holds its shape, value, and purpose for weeks, months, years. A brick is the poor man's gold barlettes. Compare item shelf life value over time. Purpose banana 3-5 days drops to 0 temporary food bread, 7 days. Max drops to nothing fills, stomach bricks are a house, wall, church, clinic queue don't need a bank account to store bricks. They hold their value just by sitting there. And every day, someone nearby needs a brick. Bricks don't just stay, they rise. Here's the truth the poor are not told. Bricks rise in price. As inflation increases, cement costs more, sand costs more, transport costs more, so your bricks naturally become more valuable over time. That means your stock grows in worth just by existing. You can't say that about bananas. The banana hustle, trap selling bananas. Sweets, cigarettes, and snacks might help you survive, but it won't build anything permanent. You must keep buying daily spoilage. Eat your profit. You always need foot traffic. It ends when your energy ends. That's survival. But bricks, that's strategy. You stack them once, and you've got rent money, school fees, building materials, legacy you can pass down. Bricks equals quiet wealth. Most people look for wealth. They can show off sneakers, phones, clothes, but the real power is quiet wealth. Bricks stacked in your yard equals hidden empire. You don't need to wear success. You need to own something that doesn't die. Bricks can be sold, stored, used, passed on, bartered, and, most of all, respected. Poor thinking buys fruit. Builder thinking makes bricks poor. Thinking says, let me sell fast things. Builder thinking says, let me build slow things. One eats, the other invests. One survives, the other builds. Don't eat everything you touch. Stack something. Bananas are for now. Bricks are for later and forever. Final word. You can't build a house out of bananas, but you can build a future out of bricks. This is why you choose bricks over trends, bricks over fashion, bricks over fast cash, because bricks don't rot, but poverty. If you don't kill it, it will rot your children too. Lesson 4. First batch. First fire. How to make your first 1,000 bricks and prove poverty wrong. This is where everything changes. Enough talking, enough dreaming, enough planning. Now you make your first batch with your own hands. And when you do, you'll feel it in your bones. I am no longer poor. I'm producing. This chapter is the spark. Let's light the fire. Step by step, your first batch of bricks. 1. Choose the type of brick for beginners. Start with stock bricks. Solid, simple, high demand. Mold size: 220 millimeters, 110 millimeters, 75 millimeters material, cement plus river sand. 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 mix if you use 1 bag of cement equals approx. 60 bricks. So, 25 bags equals 1,500 bricks too. Prepare the ground. You don't need a fancy yard. Just flat surface, some shade, or use sacks to cover bricks from rain, sun clean. Dry area to store, cured bricks mark, out drying space to 1,500 bricks. Take space. 3. Mix the concrete 2s, 1 wheelbarrow cement, 3 to 4 wheelbarrows of sand. Add water. Slowly mix until firm, not runny. If you mix too wet, bricks won't hold. If too dry, they crack. You'll learn balance, trust your eyes and hands. For mold your first brick soil, the mold slightly prevents sticking. Fill with concrete. Scrape off excess. Flip and release carefully onto dry ground. Repeat with rhythm for 100 bricks per day. Do more as you get confident. Even if it takes 15 days, you'll have 1,500 bricks. Day 1 equals hard. Day 3 equals better. Day 10 equals you're a brick machine. 5. Let them cure. Cover with plastic or wet sacks. Sprinkle with water every morning. Let cure for 7 to 10 days. This strengthens the brick. Rushing this step equals weak bricks, equals ruined reputation. Take pride. Your first batch is your firstborn legacy. Where to sell your first batch once bricks are dry and stacked. Sell small and smart. Approach informal builders, street guys. Plot owners offer low MOQ minimum order by just 100 to test. Let customers touch and test. Confidence builds. Sales. Deliver if you can. Wheelbarrow, trolley, trailer. Trailer. Start with nearby streets before dreaming nationwide. The first buyer is not a customer. They're proof that it works. Optional. Brand it from the start. Give your bricks a name. Black soil bricks, Soshangu stackers, Ubuntu blocks, and Delovu bricks. Use a marker, stamp, or printed label on a bag. This separates you from others. You're not just making bricks, you're building a brand. Key lessons from your first fire. Making bricks is not hard. Starting is hard. Selling gets easier with each buyer. Reputation is more important than speed. Every day you don't make bricks is a day poverty wins. You are not a hustler anymore. You are a producer of value. Final word. The first batch is sacred. It breaks the curse. It burns the excuses. It shows your children what's possible, and it whispers, more is coming. Stack your first 1,500 bricks. Not for the money, for the mindset. This is the moment the fire is lit. Asterisk. Lesson 5. Building the brick brand from dirty hands to a recognized name. Bricks are not just objects, they're reputations stacked in the sun. Anyone can make a brick, but not everyone can make a name. That's where the brick brand comes in. You're not just molding cement, you're molding trust. And once your name is respected in your community, sales become automatic. Why branding matters. Even for bricks, people want to buy from someone they believe in. They want to say, these bricks, I got them from you. Solid guy. Good product. Your brick brand becomes your calling card in the streets. And it starts with the basics. Step 1. Choose a name that sticks. Keep it simple, proud, and local. Examples: Mandala blocks, strong, human. Rooted hilltop bricks, location-based, Zamani bricks. Sounds like family heritage. Golden soil bricks. Speaks to quality and earth. One man bricks. Powerful brand story on its own. Put it on your bricks stamp marker. Small symbol bags if you wrap in sacks. Flyers, WhatsApp profile, text messages. The goal is recognition, not perfection. Step 2. Create a simple flyer or poster. Your flyer doesn't need to be glossy. It needs to speak clearly. Example: Zamani bricks, quality hand-molded, stock bricks. 3.00 rands. Each bulk price is available delivery, available in your area. Call WhatsApp 0826 8487 90AD. DA photo of you holding a brick. A stack of bricks drying in your yard, a simple brick wall built from your batch. People buy from faces, not factories. Step 3. Go digital, but keep it real. Use WhatsApp too. Post photos of new batches, share prices, send updates, communicate with buyers. WhatsApp is your digital shopfront. Don't sleep on it. You don't need a website to move bricks. You just need a clean contact point and good service. Step 4. Brand through behavior. Brand is not just the name. It's how you carry yourself. Show up on time, be honest with delivery, don't lie about quantity or quality, handle complaints with dignity always, thank your buyers. Soon, people won't just say, he sells bricks. They'll say, he's the brick guy. And that's when you've made it. Bonus, add a message, or quote, include a small handwritten thank you note in big orders. Thank you for supporting my small business. May these bricks build your future as they're building mine. Or print, from soil to soul, these bricks carry dreams. It humanizes you. It adds depth. It creates loyalty. Real branding wisdom. A brick with a name is no longer a brick. It's a symbol of strength, of hustle, of rising from the ground. Your brand tells people who you are, what you stand for, why they should trust you. Start branding on day one, and you'll grow faster without shouting. Final word, don't just make bricks, make a name. Names echo, names open doors, names outlive you. And when people see that name stamped in clay, they'll know this is not just a brick, it's a legacy. Asterisk Lesson 6, From Bricks to Empire, How to Grow Without Losing Control. You started with R2000, you made 1,500 bricks. You've sold, reinvested, branded yourself. Now the question is, how far can I take this? The answer? As far as you're willing to build. This chapter shows you how to go from being a lone brickmaker in your backyard to becoming the owner of a brick empire. Step 1. Hire one helper when your hands are full and demand is rising. The first step of scaling is not machines, it's muscle. Hire one person from your street, train them in the method you trust, let them mold while you manage quality, delivery, and sales. Pay daily or per 100 bricks, fair and performance-based. Freedom starts when you're not doing everything alone. Even one helper doubles production. This is how entrepreneurs are born, not from funding, but from delegating smartly. Buy or borrow a small trailer, offer delivery for orders over 500 bricks. Partner with local transport guys who have bakistas, removes friction for buyers. Most people buy where delivery is easy, even if the price is higher. You're no longer waiting for sales, you're delivering them. Step 3. Add more product types. Now that you've mastered basic stock bricks, consider paving bricks for yards, driveways, taxi ranks, hollow blocks for wall structures, curved-edged bricks. For landscaping, cement tiles, or garden edges. You don't need to do all at once. Just add one more line. Suddenly, you're not just a brickmaker. You're a building materials supplier. Step 4. Invest in tools. Not toys. When the money starts flowing, don't go buy sneakers, rims, or a new phone. Buy a concrete mixer, small drum type, more molds, a wheelbarrow, or hand trolley strong. Gloves, protective boots, a scale and shovel for consistent mixing tools make production easier. Toys make it vanish. This is the fork in the road. Some rise, others fall. Choose legacy over lifestyle. Step 5. Create a simple yard operation. Don't need a factory. You just need an organized setup. Clear production area, drying zone, storage zone, covered if possible, branding station, stamp or pack loading, spot if your operation looks professional. Even on a plot, customers take you seriously. They start treating you like a business, not a backyard hustle. Step 6. Document everything. Keep a notebook or spreadsheet. Number of bricks made per day, week. Bags of cement, bought and used, sales per week. Month delivery costs, worker wages. This is your business intelligence. It shows your real growth. And when someone one day says, "How did you build this?" you'll pull out your notebook and say, "One brick at a time." Final word, an empire doesn't start with power. It starts with discipline, with honoring small beginnings. with making the next brick better than the last. From 2,000 rands to full-time income, from backyard to business, from survival to empire. And here's the secret. You don't have to go big overnight. You just have to never stop stacking. Chapter 7. Teach your children to stack, turning bricks into a bloodline. A man who stacks bricks for himself is wise. A man who teaches his children to stack is a founder of a family dynasty. Bricks are not just for selling. They are for schooling. They teach patience, production ownership, respect for work, the dignity of building with your hands. This chapter is not about money. It's about mindset transfer. Because what you pass down is more powerful than what you pile up. Step 1. Change the family thinking. Most poor homes teach survival. Just get a job. Don't dream too big. Money is hard. We are not like other people. That thinking must die in your generation. Now you say, we build, we produce, we don't beg, we create. Our hands are factories. The first brick is in your yard. The second is in their mind. Step 2. Involve your children. Irrelevant. Hide the hustle. Include them. Let them count bricks. Let them carry light loads. Let them record sales in a notebook. Let them deliver flyers at the spaza. Let them see you negotiate, calculate, and deliver. This isn't child labor. It's family legacy training. And one day they'll say, my father built with dust and made something out of nothing. Step 3. Turn your yard into a training ground. You don't need a classroom. You already have a business, a product, and message. Use it to teach. Mixing ratios equals math brick, strength equals science, sales and delivery equals business, pricing equals economics, customer care equals character. The yard becomes a university, and you are the professor of production. Step 4. Combine bricks with books. Your children don't need to choose between books and business. Teach them both. Let them read at night. Let them mold in the morning. Reward. Reading with responsibilities. Link school learning to real work. Education is good, but it must lead to empowerment, not just employment. If school fails them, they still have bricks. If the economy fails them, they still have bricks. If life fails them, they know how to build again. Step 5. Build a bloodline. Business. Think long term. Let them brand the business for the future. Put one child in charge of marketing. Another can manage orders. One can be trained in production and quality. You are not just raising children. You are raising directors of a family company. One day you'll step back and the business will run itself. Because you didn't just stack bricks, you stacked minds. Final word. Inheritance is not what you leave for them. It's what you leave in them. Let them see your hands dirty. Let them see you fight back against poverty. Let them see you build even with nothing. And let them grow up knowing, my name stands for something. My family builds. Chapter 8. From poverty to producer. The day you stopped being a victim, poverty was never just about money. It was about powerlessness, about waiting, about being ignored, about hoping someone else would notice your hunger and hand you crumbs. But now, you've made bricks. You've sold bricks. You've taught your children to build. You're no longer poor. You're a producer. What makes you a producer? You take what is raw and make it useful. You don't just consume, you create. You don't just hope, you handle. You don't just wish, you work. A producer is not measured by how fancy his clothes are. He's measured by how much value he brings to the earth around him. You are now a provider, a builder, a teacher, a leader, a factory, and the world needs you more than it needs another politician. Your hands have become a machine. Look at what you've done. Turned dust into product. Turned product into cash. Turned cash into systems. Turned systems into legacy. You didn't wait for an investor. You didn't depend on a tender. You didn't need a loan shark. You started with R2000 and sweat. The man who starts with little but builds daily becomes wealthy by instinct. What happens now? You don't go back. You don't apologize. You multiply. Add products, hire, better help, train others, expand into housing partnerships, build a showroom yard. Write your own booklet and sell. The method. Your brick journey is no longer a side hustle. It's a national weapon against poverty. And one day people will say, I remember when he started with nothing but cement and belief. Final word. Poverty dies the day you produce something the world needs. You are now the producer, the provider, the proof that the poor man is not helpless. He's just untapped. You're not a beggar. You're not a burden. You are a builder of nations. Let no man ever again call you poor. Asterisk final manifesto. I build. Therefore I am not poor. I was paused, now I move. I was forgotten. Now I am seen in dust, sweat, and production. I was told I needed permission, papers, funding. But I picked up a mold, a spade, and 25 bags of cement, and I built. I do not wait. I do not beg. I do not chase the government or global markets. I create value with my hands. I make bricks that don't rot. I stack blocks and break chains. While others talk of empowerment, I manufacture it. I am the poor man no more. I am the producer, the founder, the father of a new bloodline. I teach my children to build. I build my business in front of them. And I hand them not just bricks, but belief. A house is built brick by brick. A legacy is built habit by habit. A future is built decision by decision. I build. Therefore, I am. Long live the brickmakers. Long live the street producers. Long live the slow-build empire. Let my hands be dirty, my name will be clean. Let my yard be dusty, my future will be golden.